I would love it if you could just name 2 black Republican senators.
Can you name me the only black Supreme Court justice?
I just told you, buddy, it's not irrelevant because it doesn't matter to
on.
you. How was the church during slavery? I'm curious.
What is the difference between a white person and a black person?
We're getting off topic.
No, this is your topic, my friend. You know you're now starting to retreat a little bit because it's not going well. The only distinction I will accept is the male-female distinction. I actually think that one matters.
I love that you have to retreat to like the biblical male-female. I get it.
I didn't.
How's it going, Charlie?
Charlie Kirk destroys this woke nutcase in this deranged argument over race and representation in this heated debate. As Charlie Kirk gets challenged by this soy boy crying racism against him and the right, Charlie Kirk levels this guy's entire argument with facts while this idiot can't answer anything himself. Let's get in.
I love the show. I listen all the time. No joke. I've been listening to about 5 to 10 hours a week of conservative talk radio since the summer of 2008. Yeah, that's just as a fun. I just there was something going on the summer of 2008. I can't remember. This new lady was breaking out onto the scene, big conservative star. Is she still in the party? She was a governor of Alaska. I can't remember her name. Hold on. Sarah something. No. Anyway, my question is really quick. I'll be really brief. I would love it if you could just name 2 black Republican senators.
Well, there is one that I know of, Tim Scott.
Yeah. Can you name a second one?
I'm not sure there is a second. Maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong.
No, there's not.
Yeah, so it's a trick question.
Yeah.
How about this? Can you name me the only black Supreme Court justice? Actually, there's 2 of them.
Well, it's not a trick question. It's a question to try to prove a point. So other than Byron Donalds, can you name another black Republican congressperson?
Yeah, Wesley Hunt.
Okay. Do you know what the percentage of black Republican representation in the Republican side of Congress is? Do you know what that number is?
It's not very high.
It's not very high. No, it's about a fraction of a fraction of a single percent.
Okay, that's interesting.
No, but I'm curious because I've heard you in other videos. You say, what's the total black population of the United States?
It's roughly 13%.
So 13 to 14% of the constituents are represented by 0.001% on your side. Now, I'm curious about this one. What's the percentage of the United States citizens who are Christian, who identify as Christian or Judeo-Christian?
Probably 50 to 55%.
What's the percentage of Christians who are Republican in Congress? Just curious. It's 100%.
well, hold on a second. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Hold on. Calm down. You've talked this entire time.
No, but representation matters to you.
Oh, no, hold on. One second. How have the
you.
Democrats done overseeing the black community the last 40 years? Are they wealthier, richer, happier?
Everybody's made mistakes, bro. People are human beings.
Answer the question.
I'm answering. I just answered the question. There has been successes and there's been failures.
What success
but on
has
your side, can I ask you this? Let me ask this question the other way.
What success?
So
exactly?
Tim Scott, this is the best way to do this. So I'm an alumni. I hope that's okay. Oregon State alumni. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Go Beavs. Go Beavs. I used to live in Bloss Hall. Anyone in Bloss Hall? Bloss Hall. Bloss Hall's all f***ed up. That's sad that it's not been changed. No. So. This is maybe the better question. So in 2022, Herschel Walker would have become the very first black Republican Senate candidate to win a primary and a general election to serve their first term in office. As you know, Tim Scott was actually appointed to fill a vacated seat.
And then won later.
Right, but he won as an incumbent. And what's the incumbency rate in Congress? Does anybody know that number? It's like 90-something, 96%, 97% incumbency.
No,
I'm just curious. Do you know when Yeah, my question is, because it's not going to happen this cycle, what cycle do you think Republicans will nominate and elect their first black Republican senator to serve
You know what's
in
interesting?
office?
I think skin color is irrelevant. Why do you care so much about it?
I just told you, buddy, it's not irrelevant because it doesn't matter to you.
No, it's interesting though. But you say representation. You know what the only stop it. The only representation that matters is values, not skin color.
Oh, values. Right, Christian values are important to you because 100% of Republicans in Congress represent Christian values.
Bingo.
Black values are not important to Republicans because 0.001% of your representation.
Tell me very slowly so I can understand. What are black values?
I'm talking about the values of different communities.
No, tell me what they are. Educate me on what black values are.
That's you're picking a stupid.
You know what
part
black
of my,
values are? They're Christian because they're one of the most Christian populations in the country. Yeah. That's what black values are.
How was the church during slavery? I'm curious. What did the church say about?
Yeah, it's exactly like a woke liberal to simply move the goalpost whenever their points get shot down. I mean, this guy does not want to listen to anything that Charlie Kirk wants to say. Even Charlie Kirk is just trying to have a conversation. This guy is just rambling and spinning about representation. But just from an arithmetic standpoint, Democrats hold the majority of black voters. the majority of black voters live in Democratic areas. And on top of that, they're already a minority. So the overwhelming majority of black, leaders, representatives would be in the Democratic Party. They would not be in the Republican Party because they're already a minority, and an even greater minority of that only votes for Republicans. So it makes sense that it would look like there would be a very difference in representation because that's the percentage of people actually voting. At least until this last time around when Trump was able to pull a lot of these people out of their woke delusion. But I always think it's funny that these people accuse Charlie Kirk and the right of being, the racist and the bigot and, so enveloped in that. Yet these are the same people who are always crying and actually talking about race and invoking race and trying to get it into policy, into law, at every single turn and point. And yet they don't see themselves as the problem at all. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate it. And let's get back in.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were a bunch of
but help me understand.
preachers, yeah.
What is the difference between a white person and a black person?
We're getting off topic.
No, this is your topic, my friend. You're now starting to retreat a little bit because it's not going well.
I came out here to prove a point, which is that your side doesn't really want to involve itself in anything other than white Christian culture, and that's represented in the people that you bring to office.
Let me explain to me then, not just Wesley Hunt, but Ana Paulina Luna, and the growing Republican Party in the Hispanic community.
Are any of them in any leadership positions on your committees? You guys do run a bunch of committees, right? I'm curious, how many non-white, non-males are on Republican committees in Congress? We got about 118 Congresses to pick from.
Quite a few, but the only distinction I will accept is the male-female distinctions. I actually think that one matters because I think male-female distinctions are important, one the left does not believe in. But I want you to
tell... From the Bible, right? Yeah.
Well, it's also biology, like XXXY chromosomes. Yeah. Right. You do believe in male-female distinctions, right?
I'm talking about. I love that you have to retreat to like the biblical male-female. I get it.
I didn't. You can see XXXY in your blood work, actually.
How did we get on this topic again?
Because I'm talking about distinctions. So I want you to tell me, though, you say that the Republican Party is underrepresenting black America.
Well, not just black America, it's many other I'm saying they're overrepresenting white Christian culture, and that matters because it shows that that's what your value set is. I don't believe that you have value sets for non-white
What is white Christian culture? Tell me what that is.
You drip it in the morning when you get out of the shower, bro. Like, what are you hating women, hating different people, and
How do I hate women exactly? Tell me how I hate women.
Sir, I've listened to several hours of your programming a week.
Give me one example.
You're incredibly misogynistic.
Give me a second example.
Yeah. Again, can you
give me a third example?
Can you name any women that are on any leadership positions anywhere on the Republican side of Congress?
Yes, Senator from Mississippi. Senator Lummis from Wyoming is on a leadership committee.
Senator Lummis from Wyoming. Yeah, that's a.
Yes.
Also, when was the last time he had like?
Hold on a second. Also, Senator Katie Britt gave the response to the State of the Union address, and
she did a great job on that one, guys. You guys remember that? That was okay.
Hilarious. No, but tell me, you came after.
We are suffering.
Okay, so tell me very clearly though.
Yeah.
You said that I hate women and I'm misogynistic. Yeah. Can you give me an example?
I can't. I don't have a specific example right now. I didn't.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. I think it.
Because
does.
You're making it up.
I got you earlier though, and I love you, my friend.
But tell me your evidence.
I'm going to move it down onto the next person.
Can you tell me your evidence?
A lot of people lined up. You have a wonderful
final
day,
question.
Buddy.
Are you voting for Kamala Harris?
I'm voting not Trump, motherfucker.
So this woke nutcase believes white Christian values are to be misogynistic, to hate women, to hate minorities. That's literally part of their culture. Yet this guy is the one who came up just being hateful. I mean, accusing Charlie Kirk of some heinous things, accusing the Republicans and the right of a bunch of heinous things, but he can't give a single example of any, just one example of Charlie Kirk being misogynistic. Like, these people don't care what anyone on the right has to say. They have this narrative, and they're going to bend logic and reality to around their warped delusion, no matter what. Like, they just don't care. And on top of that, the guy wants to run away, saying like, "Oh, I won." These people are losers. They come up, they yell, they scream, they pat themselves on the back, and they go home thinking they're a hero and they did something and they accomplished literally nothing. They just whine and bitch. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Charlie Kirk had to say, destroying this woke liberal's insane argument in this clip. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.